Rampage, baby. This is showing y'all believe in love. Adrenaline pumping with shit. This is Rampage. This is Rampage.
This is Rampage.
It's Friday night here on TNT. That means pro wrestling from AEW. This is Rampage from Toronto. I'm Jim Ross alongside Excalibur and the great Tony Schiavone. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home for one hell of a night of pro wrestling action.
And we are kicking things off with tag team action. The Butcher and the Blade versus Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Lord William Regal. Welcome to the desk here tonight.
Why, thank you very much, man with the mask. And we also look at this all excitement straight away.
The Butcher.
That's it and Bruce from the minute the bell goes.
And Jon Moxley competing in tag team action here tonight. But remember, next Tuesday night, a special Tuesday night Dynamite, one of the biggest Dynamites of the year. Jon Moxley will look to defend the AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page next Tuesday, 8/7 Central on TBS.
I see a bowl of Skyline chili in my future.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask the question here, and I asked it earlier. Is it a good thing for Jon Moxley to have a match against Butcher?
No, it's not, Mr. Schiavone, but I can't control him. He's off his nuts. He likes to fight. And he's the world champion. He's trying to prove to everybody how tough he is, which we know he is.
I disagree with you wholeheartedly.
Okay.
The mindset of Jon Moxley is, I need to fight. I have to fight. I want to fight. So why would you take that away from your champion and the leader of the pack? I say let him go.
Yeah, well, that's...
I agree with you, Mr. Ross. It's just, I'm not sure if it's the smartest thing.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
But then again, I was a different kind of competitor. I shied away from some certain situations.
Well, you talk about two men that love to fight, to love to injure people. The Butcher and the Blade. JR, as you mentioned on social media, they came into AEW as mercenaries, but they have coalesced into an extremely sharp tag team.
Yeah, they have evolved, Excalibur, as the cowboy looks on.
The man that will challenge Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship this Tuesday night at Dynamite in Jon Moxley's hometown of Cincinnati, Ohio.
We also know that wherever Jon Moxley and the world title is around, MJF is looming somewhere with that chip.
Well, maybe if we're fortunate, we won't see him tonight.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Tonight we will hear from the Ring of Honor World Champion, Chris Jericho. Plus, not only that, Nyla Rose, the self-proclaimed TBS champion, will take on Anna Jay. Plus, All Ego Ethan Page goes one-on-one with Isaiah Cassidy. If Ethan Page wins, he gets not only private parties contracts, but Matt Hardy's as well. And then the main event, the Pinnacle versus the Embassy, a trios match.
I'm very impressed with the Butcher and the Blade. Big, tough men who know how to fight. This is exactly what the Blackpool Combat Club needs.
They have gotten better since they arrived here. When they just first got here, they were more one-dimensional. Brawlers, fighters, street fighters.
And there's nothing wrong with that, Mr. Ross.
Of course not.
Take a look once again at the power of Claudio, picking up this big man, the Butcher, with ease.
But the Blade, the headbutt to the back of the head of Claudio Castagnoli, that one right down the middle, the chop to the chest. Claudio ate that for lunch.
Yeah, regardless of who they're against, the Butcher and the Blade have no fear, and you need no fear when you're going up against Claudio or a guy who likes to intimidate you, like the world champion Jon Moxley.
Yes. And you have the bunny screeching at the outside. She's not afraid to get involved in a match of something.
Oh, she's a screecher, all right.
Just as I said it.
Just in the nick of time, Excalibur.
More than a screecher.
Coming in, and now look at that. The Blade was about to get a cheap shot. Claudio landed, but then the Butcher takes down Claudio Castagnoli, and our opening contest continues for the next 90 seconds in picture.
Slobber knocker time existence.
And the Butcher coming in with the assist.
Great move
For his partner, and yeah, Claudio going for the tag, but Moxley nowhere to be found.
Yeah, that was a good strategy by Butcher and the Blade. They further advantage, Tony, isolating themselves from their adversary here. 2-on-1.
Look at this, man. Wow, great double teaming.
And the Butcher and the Blade with a chance here. Farlight hooked, and wow.
Good luck, Claudio.
You notice how long that Moxley has been out of the action.
Yeah, Butcher and Blade doing a tremendous job of isolating Claudio Castagnoli, but Claudio lands on his feet. He's reaching for the corner. Oh, that uppercut caught Butcher underneath that chin, and that one as well, the right arm lariat.
Boy, everything that Claudio does on that right side is deadly.
Deadly.
Those uppercuts are just a textbook. Any young wrestler that wants to add something to their arsenal that they can execute, check that out.
And now Jon Moxley comes in with the cutter. The man who in 4 days' time will meet Hangman Adam Page on Tuesday night Dynamite to defend the AEW World Championship. Moxley soaring.
Cares not to joke for himself.
I mean,
After taking chances, throwing caution to the wind, and the Hangman making mental notes.
Now there's the challenger looking on.
God, that's going to be a great match. Tuesday night.
Incredible. I really cannot wait for that match.
One of the biggest Dynamites of the year is Moxley taking the fingernails of this.
Discoloring the back. Now that's a back rake.
Big time impact as Moxley brings the Blade down in the pile driver.
Moxley looks crisp, sharp, going for the cover lateral press.
And you notice Moxley, he grasped the wrists of the Blade in the event of a kick out, so he would be perfectly positioned to hammer down with the boot. Oh.
Crossbody from a mighty big, tattooed, hairy man.
yeah, but Moxley had no recourse. He just had to watch him come at him. He was all hooked into the Blade.
And the thing about the Butcher, he uses his size so effectively. And now...
And he's dropped a lot of weight.
He certainly has. And it's only
He's in
increased
incredible
speed.
condition, yes.
Now the Butcher and Blade looking to drag the leg on Jon Moxley.
That's good. Do it.
And Claudio.
Look, Claudio.
With the assist.
Here we go again.
I love it.
Fans love this. We're loving this.
Come on, Suds. Come on, lads. There we go. Come on.
Oh, what a great crowd here in Toronto. They impressed us on Wednesday, and they're doing it again here tonight.
Butcher and the Blade, they fire first. Moxley and Castagnoli come back on a pair of lariats.
You rely on what brought you to the dance. That's power for these two dudes. Smash mouth in your face. Nothing fancy.
Moxley and Claudio just hammering the Butcher and the Blade.
It's almost kind of become a trademark of the that club.
Oh, the Death Rider. Recall a bomb. 1, 2, 3.
Impressive.
Winners of this match, the team of Claudio Castagnoli and the AEW World Champion, Jon
Moxley and
Moxley.
Claudio finishing the match off in tandem, and Claudio scoring the win.
Claudio, my friend, let me ask you a question. Does the Blackpool Combat Club care who we get in the ring with? No. Let me ask you another question. When the BCC gets knocked down, do we stay down? Hell no. And finally, what is going to happen next week on Dynamite to the Cowboy if you don't want to step up?
Son, you're going to get stepped on.
Wow. Well, the message sent to the challenger, but you know Hangman Adam Page realizes he is walking into the most important match of his life next Tuesday night at Dynamite. Well, right now, our brand new colleague Renee Paquette is standing by with Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee.
I'm here with Swerve and Keith Lee. Swerve, coming off this huge victory over Billy Gunn on Dynamite, what's next for you guys?
Well, first of all, Renee, I would like to welcome you to AEW, but you can call it Whose House? Exactly. Now, of course, the next goal is to get AEW Tag Team Championship gold, but first I got to address Billy Gunn. Not only for the fact that I beat a guy that's twice my size and age, but the fact that they're getting sanctioned by Mark Sterling and can't do the scissor anymore. I think that's the funniest thing in the world. Keith, come on, bro. That's hilarious, right?
I'm sure that you're reveling in that fact, but listen, I need you to understand something. I stuck with you because I believe in you. You're not just good. I think you can be great. But you also represent me. Since when do we need to cheat to beat anyone? You kind of did. Listen, the fact is, all of that nonsense means nothing. You are swerving into the wrong lane.
The man that has vowed to bring dishonor upon Ring of Honor. Chris Jericho, the Ring of Honor World Champion, who had welcomed Daniel Garcia back into the fold this past Wednesday night.
What a story that is, huh? Daniel Garcia, did he show his true colors or not? Because now, I don't know what to believe.
Well, it was this past Wednesday night at Dynamite. Chris Jericho was facing the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And just when we thought Daniel Garcia had seen sense that he'd really become a professional wrestler, he showed that he was a sports entertainer at heart.
Shocked everyone, no doubt about it. And you said he's attempting, Excalibur, to bring dishonor to the Ring of Honor? I think he has already.
Yeah, he's done a pretty good job of it, if he hasn't. He's working on it.
Do you want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard?
No.
How about the fact that the Jericho Appreciation Society is going to be together forever? Forever! Forever!
That's a long time. Yeah, but
Now, introducing the man of the hour, the man with the power, and the man too sweet to be sour, Daniel Garcia!
Also the ROH Pure Champion, as you can see.
Everybody has been asking me why I did what I did this past Wednesday. And don't worry, I'm not gonna keep you waiting too long. I'm gonna tell you right now. Chris Jericho has always said that sports entertainers are superior. And to be honest, for a little bit, I didn't want to believe him, and I was being rebellious. And because you all told me I wanted to be a pro wrestler just like my hero. Hey, it's dead, it's over. Don't say it no more. I will never be a pro wrestler. And although Bryan Danielson is my hero, he taught me so much about heart, about guts, about fighting spirit. But when Chris Jericho hit me in the head with the Ring of Honor title, he taught me how to win. And that's when I realized that sports entertainers beat pro wrestlers every single time. And guys, I got a little confession to make. My name is Daniel Garcia, and I am a sports entertainer.
A lesson learned by Danny Garcia, a lesson taught to Bryan Danielson. I am the greatest Ring of Jericho champion ever. And I'm going to continue to beat every single Ring of Honor champion that has ever existed.
The current Ring of Honor six-man champion and former Ring of Honor World Champion, Dalton Castle,
Man, he's quite the character, let me tell you. Hell of a wrestler. Can't judge a book by its cover sometimes, Tom.
I like him, man. I like what he brings to the ring. Full of confidence.
Little mystique.
Mystique.
Christopher, this... I used to be Ring of Honor World Champion, Chris. And to see that championship around your waist, a stupid, naive, silly little goose, it makes me sick.
We got a goose chant.
I broke my back for that championship, and I'm willing to break yours to give that title and all these viewers what they deserve. And that is a champion they can be proud of. I'm a power peacock, pumping peacock power into this building. The energy in this room is fueled by the electricity in my veins. Do you understand, Chris? These lights stay on because my heart beats. And if you grant me a title shot next week on Dynamite, oh, I will shock your face right off your body and be the new Ring of Honor World Champion.
Peacock power, Shivani.
Yeah, baby.
All right, Peacock. Next week, you want a championship match, you got it. But I'm gonna pull out your feathers one by one by one. The Ring of Jericho era is here. All honor the Ocho.
Wow, Tuesday Night Dynamite just keeps getting bigger and bigger. A Ring of Honor World Championship match for Tuesday Night Dynamite. But not only that, we have the AEW Interim Women's World Championship on the line Tuesday at Dynamite.
This Tuesday on Dynamite, I defend my AEW Women's World Championship against my friend and tag team partner, Sheeta.
Who is the best? You or me? That is the question.
I know what this woman is capable of. I know how legit she is. I know that.
And the answer is Hikaru Shida, Shining Samurai, double champion in Japan, who carried this division during the pandemic, like as John Moxley.
Just because I respect you doesn't mean that I won't hurt you. I will be walking out still AEW Women's World Champion.
The following contest is temperamental with a 20-minute time limit. We introduce you first, accompanied by the problem Marina Shafir and Vicky Guerrero. She claims to be the TBS champion. From Washington, D.C., the native beast, Nyla Rose.
The self-proclaimed TBS champion, Nyla Rose, who 1 week ago stole the TBS championship from Jade Cargill, and earlier today was at this autograph signing wearing her purloined prize with a security detail.
Yeah, the security, she's paranoid. Nyla's unstable, I'm telling you. She's a thief.
And her opponent, argument representing the Jericho Appreciation Society, Anna J.
I think perhaps Nyla Rose, her strategy may be that, everybody's thrown what they have physically at Jade Cargill in an attempt to unseat her as TBS champion. Maybe Nyla trying to use the mental game to throw Jade off her game and finally wrest the TBS championship from her.
It may not be a bad idea.
It's worth a try because nothing else is worth.
That's right. Absolutely.
And now Anna Jay firing an elbow strike. Nyla ducks underneath with the waist lock. Anna is driven down with the mat return. Nyla into the front face lock.
It's always interesting to see how opponents strategize to compete against Nyla with Nyla's size and strength advantage, because she has that advantage in pretty much every match she competes in.
Yeah, you notice Nyla just gave up the hold, allowed Anna Jay to return to her feet. Now Anna, though, using the striking, the knees to the midsection, the big elbow strike, but Nyla the scoop and the slam.
Just too strong. You run into her like that, you're going to have a piece of fight and get off that rope, because this is... Oh, I know what's coming.
Nyla Rose, good job. Knee drop, but Anna perhaps baited Nyla in, and now,
it was a predictable piece of offense there. Anna took advantage of that predictability.
Charges in, flips through with a neck breaker. Anna with a chance here, the lateral press. We've got the Jericho Appreciation Society, Daddy Magic, Cool Hand Ange in Anna Jay's corner. We have Marina Shafir and Vicky Guerrero in Nyla Rose's corner.
And Marina, of course, the keeper of the stolen belt. As you can see,
it looks good on her resume, Tom.
But Anna Jay going for the Queen Slayer here. Nyla able to wrench Anna down. And Anna up to her feet in the corner. Nyla closes the distance, walked right into the boot of Anna Jay. Now, Anna, got caught.
Lord.
A very vile fair catch.
And Anna Jay gets hoisted. Beast bomb. 1, 2, 3.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't pretty. But it's a win for Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose, her power, just what a difference maker.
I don't know if you noticed this, Not just looked up. She's got security on the outside, right at the rampway.
Well, she's a star. She's a champ.
Right.
You got to protect your champ outside the ring zone. You know.
And what does Vicky got to say? Oh,
1-0, just mocking Jade Cargill even further.
Well, you knew that this couldn't be far behind. Jade Cargill walking with a purpose toward the ring, and she isn't coming empty-handed.
And look at the security right at the base there, right at ringside.
You got Layla Gray and Kiera Hogan.
There's security, and here come the baddies. And they're putting up a wall against her to protect Nyla the belt.
Angry women want to make an assault on the ring.
And the security holding back the baddies.
Oh, here comes the champ.
Here comes the difference maker. In this equation. Oh, my God.
What a puck. Oh, Jericho just teeing off on everybody.
Overwhelming power. Right hand. Right over the top.
She knocked his ass right out. I mean, smack dab out.
And look behind Jade Cargill. Nyla
running like scalded dogs. Excalibur to get the hell out of here.
But they still have the TBS Championship in tow.
Oh, this is going to get interesting.
But right now, Ari Daivari has been making overtures at Hook and the FTW Championship.
Hook, you know exactly what was in that envelope. See, I'm not trying to recruit Hook. I don't want him to join the Trustbusters. Now that my trust has kicked in, I was trying to share my wealth with the young man. Hook, there was $50,000 in that envelope that you tore up to purchase the FTW Championship. So since you like to do things the hard way, how about on Rampage, I take the FTW Championship from you by any means necessary.
A very high-stakes matchup for Isaiah Cassidy. And, oh, look at Ethan Page, the pump kick. Just dropped Isaiah Cassidy. If Ethan Page wins this match, Matt Hardy's contract will be property of the firm, along with Private Party's contract.
And Isaiah is wrestling to get rid of his contract.
Yeah, to get his contract, or get Private Party's contract out from the grips of the firm. But right now, Ethan Page, with that cheap shot before the bell, now just has Isaiah Cassidy right where he wants on a big shoulder tackle.
Matt Hardy sweating.
Yeah, man, he is. You're right. He's looking right at.
Yeah, Matt Hardy, understandably so, very, very upset. But imagine this, if the firm controlling the contract, not only Private Party, but Matt Hardy as well, swelling their numbers with really, I mean, a great addition, a great trio added to the roster. But Isaiah Cassidy with a chance here, too. No!
Nice inside cradle right at the right time as well, so good instincts.
Hold on, Moon. Solid. Isaiah, the DDT. The cover, too. No!
Out of desperation there.
And he's so elusive, JR, that he can just move. He is so slick, if you will. Watch out.
Isaiah over that top, the tornado. And Isaiah Cassidy, typically a tag team competitor, but I mean, really, he's just so brave. As a look at Stokely Hathaway putting on the brakes and buying his man Ethan Page some precious time. And that was the opening Ethan Page needed, provided by Stokely Hathaway. Oh, look at that! A message sent directly to Matt Hardy.
A lot of moving parts here, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your eye on the bouncing bodies.
He goes Edge coming up.
Ethan Page sends Isaiah Cassidy for a ride to Ego's Edge. 1, 2, 3.
Winner of this match, all Ego, Ethan Page.
And now the contracts of not only Private Party, but Matt Hardy belong to the firm. You can see Mark Quinn and Matt Hardy just dejected. Orange Cassidy had a big Wednesday, and now the best friends have set their sights even higher.
Hey, boys. I won this.
The boys are back on the stairs, and that means we're calling somebody out. Death Triangle? I'm thinking we get some gold for all the boys. 1, 2, 3. Trios titles. What do you say we do it this Tuesday? Tuesday night, Dynamite. Hands in. Tuesday night, Dynamite on 3.
Dynamite's on Tuesday this week?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is.
It's a special Tuesday Night Dynamite. Women's World Champion Toni Storm defends against Sheeta, and Hangman Adam Page challenges World Champion Jon Moxley.
I don't think you got it in your guts.
Don't miss Tuesday Night Dynamite, live at 8.
Welcome back to Rampage. Prince Nana, you and the embassy, y'all have been gunning for gold, whether it be AEW or ROH. Tonight, you get the top guys. And Canada's own, Sean Spears. How do you feel you're going to work out tonight?
Ebony and Ivory. All right, now. Listen here, top guys. You're facing the top body guys in this industry. And Sean Spears, we got 10 different ways to hurt you tonight, as you're going to find out. Who better than Cage and the Gates of Agony?
Cage, you're killing me, man. You 900-pound charisma vacuum. I've been waiting 5 long months for this. The Perfect 10 is back. There are a few wrongs that I need to make right, and that all starts tonight on home turf with the world's greatest talent.
Yeah, I like that. And, you know, the 3 of you guys are incredible athletes, and you are going to look great on an 8x10, okay? I know tonight's going to be a fight. But if you can't tell, Mark, I ain't never back down from a fight. And Wednesday night on Dynamite, you guys said that you had us beat. Well, we went out and we found the perfect 10.
So the embassy might be forever, but Pinnacle is always on top. So, top guys, out.
Well, looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event.
Massive main event here on Rampage coming your way right now. The Pinnacle versus the Embassy. And let's go down to the ring for this one.
Your Rampage main event is a trios match set local with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 232 pounds, he is the perfect 10, Sean Spears.
Big, powerful guy, got great skills. He's looking for his break, shall we say.
I'll tell you, it's been a while since we have seen him in the ring.
Nearly 150 days.
Yeah, man.
But Sean Spears,
talented dude.
Now making his surprise return this past Wednesday night at Dynamite, reuniting with FTR and the Pinnacle.
Another successful local guy makes good, Excalibur.
He's feeling it right now, too, guys.
Spears is feeling it, and he's got some big backup. But the Embassy, they're not a trio to be taken lightly.
His tag team partners, at a combined weight of 442 pounds, they are the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood, FTR.
Earlier this month at the Dynamite Anniversary Show, Wardlow battled Brian Cage in an incredible TNT Championship match. But after the bell, the Gates of Agony were on the attack. However, FTR made their dramatic return to Dynamite.
This should be a great trios matchup.
And their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Prince Nana, at a combined weight of 799 pounds, the team of Cole Leona, Bishop Kong, and the Machine, Brian Cage, the Embassy.
That was 7 days ago at Battle of the Belts 4. FTR successfully defended the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship against the Gates of Agony. However, Gates of Agony on the attack after the bell.
So they're just going to use their bulk, I would think, and also try to just intimidate their way through this match. You could hear what they said to Mark Henry, talking about their size and their power. That's a big part of their makeup. They want to scare you.
And AEW celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month, recognizing and appreciating the contributions of rich cultural heritage and histories of the American, Hispanic, Latino, and Latina communities. As right now, Sean Spears starting things out for his side, Bishop Khan for the Embassy side.
Bishop Khan's father is a village chief in Cameroon.
Yeah, Cameroon in Equatorial West Africa. And Bishop Khan he's a tremendously well put together athlete, a tremendously dangerous athlete.
Very athletic. They had a great wide vertical base that time.
Those guys that have come from a mainstream athletic program seems to go to those wide bases, Tony, automatically. Right. It's ingrained in them.
It's what they call the athletic stance, right, JR?
That's right.
And remember, coming up next Tuesday night, special presentation of AEW Dynamite 8/7 Central on TBS. The AEW World Championship is on the line. Jon Moxley goes one-on-one with Hangman Adam Page. We will also hear from MJF live in Cincinnati. Plus, the Ring of Honor World Championship title match. Chris Jericho looks to defend against former ROH World Champion Dalton Castle. The AEW Interim Women's World Championship is on the line. Toni Storm against Hikaru Shida. Plus, Renee Paquette will sit down with Bryan Danielson, Wheeler Yuta of the Blackpool Combat Club. And just announced the AEW World Trios Championship match. Death Triangle will take on Best Friends, and then next Friday night, 1 week from tonight on Rampage, number 10 of the Dark Order will take on Roosh of La Facción Ingobernable. And Hook will defend the FTW Championship against Ari Daivari of the Trustbuster. Spears takes out the legs of Toa Leona, and now Spears elevates over the top. Gates of Agony.